Whoa, what's up, guys? You know what today is. It's Wednesday, so it's another Wisdom Wednesday. Let's get right into it. Big vision. You got to have big vision. So when I started playing football, when I was 9 years old, I played for Hilltop Hawks. So when I was in Hilltop, I was a lineman, offensive lineman, and defensive lineman. Our coach used to always tell us the position you play right here, right now, does not mean you'll always play the same position throughout the rest of your football career. So shout out to all my, Hilltop Hawks, can't be stopped, you know what it is. As I transitioned though, I went to middle school, Mason Commons. Shout out to the LGL, all the LGLers that's tuning in, you already know what it is. When I got there, I transitioned over to linebacker. So I started playing linebacker, and that was in 7th grade, 7th on up through college, I played linebacker. So when I was in 7th grade, one of the main things my coach had taught me in 7th middle school was to have big vision, right? So big vision because, when you're playing linebacker, you have to watch the guards. So the guards usually take you to the ball, but also you got to watch for the crackback. So you got your slot receivers, they might be coming around trying to crack you if you're so focused on the guards. So you have to have big vision. So you have to see the whole field. And that's really common with, a lot of positions through football. You have to have, big vision. So as I transitioned from middle school to high school and to college, all of my coaches said the same thing. Keys to success, one of the main things was to have big vision. If you have big vision, you can see the whole field. Now, what does all this mean, man? You know how I do it. I break it down from my personal experience. And a lot of my personal experience unknowingly stemmed from the things that I was taught from when I was younger. So just to break it down to you and your personal life, big vision, right? So sometimes we begin to be so focused on what may be right ahead of us. Oh, my bad. You good. What may be right ahead of us that we may not see the crackback coming, right? So we're so focused on this, minute task, this one task that we don't see what's actually coming behind us. So we might even miss something by being so focused on this one little thing, right? But just to take it a step further, sometimes we get so caught up in our daily process that we don't even understand how our daily process is going to affect us a month from now, a year from now, even a week from now, because we're so caught up in this small thing and not looking at the big vision, right? Now, as I told you guys starting this off, my Little League coach, offensive line, defensive line is what I was playing. And it wasn't like a big position. It was one of those things where, like, if I'm playing offensive line, defensive line, I felt like people couldn't see me, and I always wanted to be seen on the football field. That's one thing about football players. You have to have the helmets on, so the only thing you really can go by is your number. So I was number 6 on the offensive line and defensive line, but I'd be like, coach, man, put me in somewhere else. I'm trying to run the ball. I'm trying to be a fullback, halfback, something, man. I want to get more notice, more eyes just on me. Forget this whole offensive line, defensive line thing. But him telling me that, hey, you as a 9-year-old, you won't be playing the same position your whole life. That ended up transitioning for me as I became older and as I began my real estate entrepreneurship journey when I was, working at JD Byrider, all those months, all those 9 months working at JD Byrider and also pursuing my, entrepreneurship journey at the same time. It helped me because I realized through those months of grinding that I won't always be in this position. I have big vision. So unknowingly, my Little League coach was telling me that, you're not going to always be in this same position that you are right now, but just stick with it. If you do stick with it, you'll see how your body naturally grows into something else. Your talent naturally grows into something else. And it's no different than you on your journey, right? So for me, like I said, on my journey, it helped me, like, just knowing throughout one phase of my life, I had big vision. I knew that I wanted to play football. I wanted to get more eyes on me, sort of say. But at that time, I was just, a lineman. And for linemen out there, if that's your thing, more power to you. But for me, it wasn't my thing. So at that time, I was so stuck on that I could have just quit. I could have just been like, you know what? I don't like being a lineman. I don't like being an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman. I'm about to just quit. I'm going to quit and I'm going to do something else. So I could have quit and did something else and never gave myself the opportunity to develop into something else. So I'm sharing this information with you guys so you can have big vision. Now, you might be, in a stage of your life that you're not content with, right? You might be doing something that you really aren't satisfied with doing, but you have to remember that that is not where you'll always be as long as you keep moving forward. As long as you keep moving forward and also allow the universe to meet you halfway. So what happens is if you keep moving forward, the universe already knows what you want, what you truly want, what's in your subconscious, what frequency that you're vibrating on. But if you don't continue moving forward, then you're not giving the universe the opportunity to even meet you halfway. But the only thing that's going to keep you moving forward and get you out of the day-to-day rut of feeling like, man, this doesn't lead anywhere, is having big vision. You got to see the whole field. You can't be so focused on the one thing that's in front of you because you might get blindsided by something coming on your side. So if you get blindsided by something coming on your side, obviously, guys, life is full of surprises. So you can't plan for everything. But what you can do is control what you can control. And one of the things you can control is having big vision. All right, baby. That's all I got for you guys. As always, get to stepping, have that big vision, man. Wherever you at right now, that's not where you always will be. Whether it's a place that you like where you at, or if you don't like where you at, just remember that if you continue moving forward, you'll always ascend in life. Even if you like where you are now, wait for the universe. Wait till you see what the universe has in store for you because you're doing what you like to do right now. Get to stepping, baby, as always.